So we have an update with the fascist state of Texas. Again, there's an ongoing campaign to commit a genocide against transgender children and transgender people in general in the state of Texas, an ongoing active genocide campaign. And the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, is providing us with a fascinating update to this genocide campaign. Democrat judge tries to halt legal and necessary investigations into those trying to abuse our kids through trans surgeries and prescription drugs. I'm appealing. I'll win this fight to protect our Texas children. My appeal is now on file. Thankfully, Democrat judge's order permitting child abuse is frozen. Much needed investigations proceed as they should. This fight will continue up to the Supreme Court. I'm ready for it. Now, again, this is what I said since this whole thing started. Republicans are doing these bizarre interpretations, these bills, this bizarre legislation, these executive orders all across the country, and the goal is to send them to the Supreme Court and let the Supreme Court basically say, yes, it's national law that, you know, trans people are killed or taken from their parents or forced to go to conversion therapy or are not allowed to go, you know, to doctors. Again, this is the party of anti-vax, right? This is the party of anti-science. They do not want their children going to doctors. Like, if your children, are sick, don't go to the doctor. That's what Republicans want to tell you. If your children need help with something, do not have them see a medical professional. Instead, let them go to the church because that's what they want to replace these institutions with. Again, this is horrible. This is horrible, 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 horrible. Now, again, Texas is a state. I don't know what the age of consent in Texas is, right? But, something to really think about. Republicans love low age of consent laws. I don't know, like, are you allowed to feed your children fast food in Texas? Because that could be constituted as child abuse. You're poisoning your child, right? You're making your child, used to, addictive substances, right? Are antidepressants banned in Texas? I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know, people get hooked on antidepressants as young as like age 8 or 9, I've seen. So I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just broadening the conversation. The interpretation that Ken Paxton put forward says that it bans unnecessary surgeries on otherwise healthy body parts, cutting your dick off, as they like to say. But the language of this interpretation, it also applies to circumcision. Are they going to ban circumcision in the state of Texas? Are they going to go after mothers and fathers who circumcise their children, cut their dicks off because like God told them to or something, or they're too lazy to teach their kid how to take a shower properly. So they're just going to cut their dick off? No. I mean, legally speaking, it applies to circumcision, but is the Child Protective Services Agency going to go after those who circumcise their children? No, because what really matters is enforcement. The Child Protective Services is filled with Gestapo fascist cops, and what they're doing is they're carrying out these laws because they're stupid, garbage, scumbag motherfuckers. They could quit, they could resign in protest, they could crash the agency, they could choose not to, they could cover up, but they're not. They're going marching in lockstep with the fascist laws. Again, this is literally no different than Nazi Germany. They are knocking on parents' doors to turn in their trans children to the state and saying that they cannot get health care. That's fucked up. That's crazy. And people need to understand that this is all about the Supreme Court. This is always about the Supreme Court. They're going to go send this shit to the Supreme Court, and that's how it's going to happen. The Supreme Court, again, is going to say that being trans is illegal, and again, it's going to further the genocide of people that are the most vulnerable in this society. And it's just unbelievable. It's disgusting. And again, these people need to be dealt with accordingly. Hey, I'm just saying, no one should be immune from consequences if they're going to try to kill children, if they're going to try to deprive children of doctors. This is faith healing. That's what this is. Oh, your child has cancer? Well, don't go to the doctor. Let's sit in a prayer circle and hope for the best. This is modern day faith healing, motherfucker, and it's just unacceptable, and something needs to happen. But is Biden going to do anything about this? I don't know. He said a very strongly worded statement. So